So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor, and Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Here's Barton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And checking out the stats for Beverly. Last season's performance for him averaged about 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup.
Houston making a switch here. Montiunas has checked in. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Gallinari. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And here's Beverly. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming.
And a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Harris.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody. You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Harris against Beverly. They set the screen. And it's Harris off the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on James Harden.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Brewer is checked in for James Harden. Offensive rebound. Beverly up and in on the way up. Beverly's got his first basket of the night.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And so here's Denver. They trail by one.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Got a hand on it. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Rockets lead by 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Just 5 on the clock. Laverne passes to Harris, and Laverne kicks to Harris. Harris missing again.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Shot from the wing. That one a little long.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
He tries for 3, and he gets it back. Second chance shot. Harris missing again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Pass to Chandler. Harris a screen on Beverly. No good off the back of the rim. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Houston with another.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Domination in the first. Oh, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire
You don't see that for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and Smith subbed in for Terrence Jones. A different look for Denver. Beasley out there with Smith. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then it's Harden, and it's Capella in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Houston leading by 17. Here's Brewer. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston. Reza comes in for Michael Beasley. Rockets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
boys with the 10-gallon raps, rocking ACG boots and baseball cap. I agree, this ain't a simple version of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat, we branched off, shine. Just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Action pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we live? What part of the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets, paper chasing, cream testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with a moxicillin. I've been the illest since ill kid, Operation Rad. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a wrap. Turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's. Panches my code D. No iron team, homie. Picture me solo. See what happened to Tony? What he did in the There go that New York